Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Theek here. This week for word work, we're going to be working on prefixes. You may remember last week you learned about suffixes, and suffixes come at the end of a word. Well, prefixes are the opposite. They come at the beginning of a base word. So prefix itself has a prefix, which is pre. The root word or the base word is fix, and the prefix is pre because pre means before. So that's why a prefix is called a prefix, because pre means before. We're going to go ahead and we're going to read some words in a second. And when the word comes on the screen, I want you to try to read it on your own. And one way that helps you is look at the beginning of the word and see the prefix and see if you can figure out what the prefix is, and then read the root word or the base word. So this word is retell, and when I read it, I looked and I said, okay, this is the prefix, which is re. And then I looked at the root word or the base word and said tell. So together it's retell. Let's look at the next word. When you looked at this, you may have noticed un is the prefix and lock is the root or base word. So the word is unlock, and that means do the opposite of locking. So if I had just the word lock and I said, please go lock the door, you would go and you would make sure that the door was locked. You couldn't open it. But when I add unlock, that means that you're going to make it so it's not locked. So you can open the door. Let's read the next word. You can read it out loud or in your head. Either way works. The prefix here is over. And then this root word or base word is sleep. So the word is oversleep, which means sleep too long. So a lot of times the prefix changes the meaning of that base word. Or I should say all the time. Read this word in your head or out loud. We've talked about this prefix already. It is pre, and we know pre means before. And this is paid. So this means you paid before. You paid ahead of time. This word has a prefix of miss, and then the root word or the base word of print. And a lot of times miss means something went wrong. So in this case, something was printed wrong. So let's look at this. I don't have it color coded, so you don't know what the root word is or the base word and what the prefix is. So this word right here, I want you to try to guess what the prefix is and what is the root word. Say it out loud or in your head. If I'm blending this, it's un, and that is my prefix. And l-o-d, load, unload. So we're going to be looking here, and I am going to ask you to read these words out loud. And I know you're probably like, but Miss Theek, we're not in class. Who am I supposed to read them to? I want you to read them out loud because this is the best way to practice it. So first we're going to have the root word and then we're going to add a prefix. So let's go ahead and blend this. Test. Now we added a prefix. So what word is it? Say it. You said pretest. Awesome job. So let's go to this one. Look at the prefix. See what's added to test. Say the word that it is. You said retest. You're amazing. Way to go. Give yourself a pat on the back. Let's go ahead and blend this word together. Now, before we do this, AI, they are a vowel team, and it's going to say A because the A is in front. So p-a-d, paid. Now we have a prefix that's added. Say it out loud. Repaid, excellent. Prefix is added. Unpaid, you're amazing. So on this one, we're just going to go through. When you read it, read the prefix and then the base or root word. Misplace. Replace. Preheat. I can't hear you. Make sure you're saying the words before I do. When I point to them, make sure you're saying each part. Overheat. Unpack. Repack. Overtime. Mistreat. Overeat. Replay. Unclear. Prefix. Excellent job. You did a great job of reading those out loud. Excellent job. Now let's go on to the next one. You're going to do the same thing. I want to hear you read it out loud. So you're going to find the prefix and then the root word. The root words here are a little trickier. We're not going to do these last three because you can't see them. They're cut off. So let's go ahead and let's look at this word. What's the prefix? What's the suffix? Say the whole word. Pre-flight. Prefix. Root word. Whole word. Unhappy. Prefix. Root word. Whole word. Misbehave. Excellent. Prefix. Root word. Whole word. Unbutton. Excellent. Prefix. Root word. Whole word. Excellent. It's revisit. Premixed. Prefix. Root word. And this one's actually tricky because it is a suffix too. So did premixed. So this has a prefix, root word, and suffix. What's the whole word? Reprinted. Excellent. Prefix. Root word. Add on the suffix. What is the word? Unlocked. Prefix. Root word. Add on the suffix. Overstuffed. Okay, I'm not going to talk anymore. You're just going to say the prefix, suffix, or prefix, root word, suffix, and then the whole word. And then I'll let you know if you got it right. Ready? Misspelled. We're going to skip that one. Unzipped. Oversee. Misread. Uncommon. Pre-baked. I'm going to skip that one. Let's go to these. These are challenging. And again, I'm going to give you a couple seconds. Try to figure out the word, and then I'll let you know what it is. Unexpected. Mislead. Mistrust. Unknown. Reappear. Now let's read this right here, this line right here. Read it in your head or out loud. Now let's read it all together. My helpful brothers packed the boxes and reloaded the truck. Now can you read it one more time and you're as fluent as you can? Excellent. Read this one in your head or out loud. Now let's read it as a group. We have prepaid tickets for our trip away from the city. Now take a minute and read it one more time as fluently as you can. Excellent. Now I want you to pause this video in a second, get a whiteboard and a marker or paper and pencil, whatever you have works. We're going to be doing I'm going to be reading some sentences to you, and you are going to be trying to read or write the word that I tell you to. So let's go ahead and start. So if you're ready, I'm going to get started. If you're not ready, press pause while you get your supplies. Retie. Ben will retie the knot. Go ahead and write retie on your board. Retie, the base word is tie, and the prefix is re, so it is R-E-T-I-E. Excellent job. The next one, unfold. Unfold the napkin and put it on your lap. Go ahead and write it. Think about what's the prefix, what's the root word, and then write it. Unfold. The prefix is un, the base word is or root word is fold. Unfold. U-N-F-O-L-D. If you got that right, please give yourself the loudest oh yeah cheer you've ever heard of. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. The next one is overtime. Now think about in overtime, what's the prefix? What's the suffix? Go ahead. Okay, let's take a look here. Over is the prefix. Time is the root word. Overtime, O-V-E-R-T-I-M-E. Great job. This is going to be our last word here. Preheat. You must preheat the pan before you fry the meat. Preheat. Think about what the prefix is and what the root word is in preheat. And go ahead and write it. Okay, in preheat, the prefix is pre, which means before, P-R-E, and the root word is heat, H-E-A-T. Now, heat is tricky because you might have spelled it H-E-T-E to make that long E with the magic E, but E-A is what says E in heat, so preheat. So boys and girls, I hope that you remember tomorrow when you wake up all about prefixes. And remember, prefix come before. Everybody say, prefix comes before. Excellent. I miss you so much, every single one of you, and I will see you and talk to you all later.